Two of the fittest and strongest teenagers in the world, Celia and Romy Gold, live and work out in Newtown. They're both ranked in the world top 10 in their age groups in the sport of CrossFit.
This, not instead.
I started training them independently, privately, seeing the potential that they had. And they just kept getting better and better and better. And then it was actually last year during the CrossFit Opens, that's the international competition that CrossFit does to decide who the fittest man and woman in the world is. It leads from the Opens to regionals to the games that you see on ESPN now.
To be distinguished as the fittest on earth, athletes will have to do more work faster.
They offered the first teenage division last year. And so we looked at Celia and Romy and we're like, let's give it a shot, let's go. Why not? I mean, seeing what you guys have done at these local competitions, why don't we see how you guys stack against the rest of the world in the teenage division?
We didn't even really know we were training for the games. We were just doing CrossFit, and then the Opens came out and there was a teens division. We trained long hours during the summer. We came back twice a day. We kind of prepared for everything.
It's really cool just to think that I was there. I learned how much I actually loved the sport and how hard I have to work. It's given me a whole new outlook on CrossFit.
Celia Gold has barely let go of the bar at this point. She is through 48 reps and currently into the second position. She sets it down at 50 with 30 reps remaining. She's got to leave everything out on the field if she wants to move into those 5 spots.
I definitely was not happy or satisfied with how I competed. I had a really tough time forgiving myself for all the mistakes that I made, so I couldn't sleep at night. I wanted it so badly, and yet I fell short. So that was really difficult for me. But it taught me just how to fail and that it's okay and you can move on.
CrossFit has really helped me just slow down my thinking, and it's just a really good place for me just to get calm, and it's just a good place for me to show my emotions. I don't even know how to describe it. It's changed my life.
When I was younger, I just was never really happy about my weight. Kind of going from one thing to the next, just trying to obtain the perfect body. And then I started CrossFit and I didn't care anymore because the people who were the best, they didn't care what they looked like, and I wanted to be the best.
Beautiful. One of the things CrossFit opened up to them was the world of Olympic weightlifting. So they train very heavily and they stand out even more in that realm.
It was very hard going from such intense CrossFit training into such intense weightlifting training.
It's very structured and we weren't used to that, so it was funny. I kind of felt like a baby deer, just really awkward, but it was cool.
And hearing that the goal is to get them ready for the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo, I was just like, that's unreal. Like, you're kidding, right?
And it still hasn't really hit me that I could ever go to the Olympics. Every time you go to the Olympic Training Center, that's like all their focus. So it really gets you like excited when you're there and you're like, oh wow, that could actually happen to me.
These people are hardcore, they're amazing lifters, they're amazing athletes. I try not to think about long term, I try and just be like, all right, you're gonna hit the next lift.
I think we will be there. I think we will be in Tokyo, all 3 of us, for weightlifting. That won't hit me until I'm there.
Who can lift more?
Oh, that's easy.
No.
So technically, I can lift more.
But when you look body weight to what you're
because
lifting,
she's smaller than if you can.
I lift more.
No.
Or the exact
you're
same.
tied. I did the math out, actually.
It's a common discussion we have. Like every night.
was awesome. That's what happens when you commit.
Good job. Nice job.